Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm your host Tina. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing your upcoming weekly tarot. This one is for February 15th to the 21st. Now if you're new, a couple things you should know. I pulled two layers here. The first one's a general layer, just to get an idea of the general energies that are happening for you. Then we'll go in and we'll clarify by pulling a second layer. We'll also take a look at the recent past. Definitely the current energies and situation you're facing and navigating this week, as well as the near future, what is coming towards you. All right, I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you have a fantastic week. Let's see what's happening for you, Aries, the 15th to the 21st. With my readings, I'm always honest. I consider myself the soft truth, the warm truth. I'm not the cold and hard truth, but I am the soft and warm truth. All right, Aries, let's see what's happening for you. We're going to stop here. King of Cups is at the bottom. Beautiful energy. Four of Wands. Oh, what happened? Some foundation here. Some foundation here was tough. It was shaken. I think you're having the ability to keep your inner calm and your inner peace. But I see the Four of Wands, I see the Tower, I see the Four of Swords, and I see the Seven of Pentacles. Something here was shaken. Even the King of Cups, he's around turbulent water, but he keeps his inner calm, he keeps his inner cool. But things around are not okay right now, right? Or in the recent past, they haven't been, and you're taking a break because you need it. Recent past, let's start there. Seven of Pentacles. This is reevaluating, right? Examining your life, asking yourself, do you keep investing in some situations here because you've put in a lot of work? And it's not where it should be, right? It's pretty frustrated with slow results. This is something that you've invested a lot of time and energy into, even resources, which are your time and energy, but you get my point. You've invested a lot into some situation here, and it's not where you thought it would be. It's not where you think it should be, right? And then it has you kind of taking a good hard look at it and asking yourself, do I keep investing in this? But some foundation here I feel was shaken. Overall energy though is Three of Cups. Three of Cups, this is you coming together with other people, right? Maybe you have a reunion on your mind, right? A getting back together on your mind. The Three of Cups, yeah, it's a card of celebration, no doubt. But what it really is people coming together with a common emotional goal, right? It's a shared emotion. So meaning you're all on the same emotional wavelength. There's emotional harmony with you and some other people. Or person, it can just be one person, but that's the energy. We're gonna go in and clarify. Situation is the Four of Wands here. You know, the Four of Wands speaks of our hard work paying off. And like I said, with that Seven of Pentacles in the recent past, something here is not where it should be. Like you feel like you should have reached a milestone. You should be at the celebration stage, and yet you're not. And then in the challenge position, we have the Tower. The Tower speaks of sudden changes. Something, I want to say, takes you by surprise. But does it really with the Tower? Does it really? Because the Tower is always a situation here that like, it's divine intervention. Like it's literally, look at it. There's a lightning coming from the sky, right? You see that? That's divine intervention. Doing for you what you should have done for yourself, right? That's why I say, does it really take you by surprise? Because you knew something here was not right, was not working. And maybe you thought with time it would correct itself. Maybe with time things would change. And they didn't, right? And so that's the divine intervention. But it's a sudden change. It's like, you know, something could have been built on a false foundation. The truth comes out, you know, it shakes you up internally. You know, for some people there can be trauma with it. You know, the trauma of the Tower, right? There's layers and levels to every card. It can be as simple as something really just takes you by surprise to a traumatic type of event, right? That being said, where's your mind at and what you're focused on? We got the Five of Cups here. Sagittarius had the Five of Cups as well for where their mind was at, but it's a loss here. Something truly didn't turn out the way you'd hoped, and you just can't help this week but like think about it. Think about all that went wrong with this, right? What kind of a loss it feels like. That being said, your approach here is the Four of Swords. Taking a break. You need to regain your strength. You need a little R&R here. Rest and recovery, and you're taking it. And I really am glad you're taking it, because again, it feels like a foundation here was shaken. So you're stepping into that place where you're just taking a step back. You're not taking action. You're just taking a break. Again, you need to regain your strength here, and that's what you're doing. In the environment, we have you, the Emperor. But the Emperor also speaks of like, if it's not a person here, this is an authority figure type person. But if it's not a person that we're dealing with in your environment, then this is you really saying, okay, I need to have strong foundations. I need to not let myself be vulnerable anymore. I need to build a strong structure here for myself, and I'm going to do it through discipline, right? Through authority. And I'm not letting people in. I'm not going to make myself vulnerable again. It's kind of like that, right? Like he sits on a stone throne. He's dressed in armor, ready for battle. Look at the water behind him. It's so hard to see. That represents his emotions. They're there. But man, to get to those emotions right now, it's going to be a lucky person who you let in, right? It's that kind of energy. Coming towards you, we have the Hermit. Yeah, it can be a Virgo, but honestly, I don't think it is. It feels more like whatever's happened recently, currently, it just had your mind on overdrive, and you get into the hermit mode where you're decompressing, right? You've been through something so heavy, through so much, that you need to take a moment to process it, right? And that's when you take a step back. And even that's your approach. It's like taking a step back. And this is so that you can make sense of all these thoughts, right? You're asking yourself questions. You're seeing the connections. In this space, you start making those connections. But it's a soul-searching energy, right? You're looking for the light within. You're looking for answers within. And you can only do that by taking a break from everybody, from everything. All right, let's go in and clarify here. Let's see what's happening this week for you. Three of Cups being the overall energy is so interesting though. I'm not taking it, but Six of Swords. I want to give these a few more shuffles in my hands before I take it. Okay. Let's clarify all of these energies. We're going to stop here. Six of Wands is at the bottom now. Trying to regain some inner stability here. Wow. Clarifying the Four of Wands. The Tower. Yeah. Some foundation, obviously, with the Tower was shaken here, Aries. Oh my God. It just hurt. It hurt. It hurt. Yeah, you're taking a break. Four of Swords came out again. And I put it down here, and I want to say it was an accident, but there's no accidents. Wow, we have some repeated energies. Yeah. God. In the recent past, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles is the Empress. The Empress speaks of a deeply nurturing energy, something that you're trying to develop and grow, right? Could have been a project, could have been a relationship here, but something that you really were pouring your whole heart into in the recent past, and it was not developing, it was not growing. And that's why you have to take a step back and ask yourself, is it even worth investing in this anymore, right? Like, it's that kind of energy with the Empress. And the Empress is such beautiful, fertile, abundant energy, ruled by Venus, divine feminine. It's so nurturing. She's the mom of the zodiac. We got the dad and the mom here, the Empress and the Emperor. But again, you can pour all you want, right? But it takes two to tango. And again, something here with the Tower. This, I have to say, no matter how it feels this week, the Tower is my divine intervention card. It may be hard to see that this week, but I think with time you get there. And I think it's also an element of like being honest with ourselves, even if it hurts, right? And the truth does hurt, but it also sets you free. It also sets you free. Overall energy is the Three of Cups with the Emperor here. This is, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like you're not letting people close to you right now. Even your support system, even your tribe, there is a sense of you just being like, really having strong boundaries is what it's feeling like right now. Like right now, I feel like you're not at a place to be penetrated, Aries. It's your own energy with the Emperor, but you know, there's a lot of discipline and authority, and it's just like, again, sitting on a stone throne, right? You're just not to be messed with this week. You don't feel safe. You don't want to feel vulnerable. It's that simple. Not this week. All right, we got the Tower here twice. Four of Wands with the Tower. I mean, Four of Wands represents foundations, family, some foundation here. You know, the Tower is built on a false foundation, right? Something wasn't strong. It wasn't working. And with the Tower, like I said, you probably knew that anyway. You really did. I just feel like there was an element of like, maybe with time it might get better. Maybe with time it might correct itself, but it didn't. And, you know, divine intervention. But it's a sudden change. It can be a shocking event, right? That's the Tower. It's sudden, it's quick. It's just like, you're here, then you're here. You're on this road, now you're here, right? Like it just happened so fast. And then in the challenge position, clarifying the Tower, we got the Ten of Swords. I mean, maybe you feel like you were betrayed. Maybe you feel like you were backstabbed, right? But it's got you feeling down, heavy, you know, hurt, definitely. Because even with where your mind is at, we have the Five of Cups. Clarifying that it's the King of Pentacles. You're asking yourself, where do I invest now? But you're feeling the pain, you're feeling the loss, you're feeling the hurt. You are. But you're remaining like stable. You're remaining sturdy, secure. Was it the King of Cups at the bottom? Yeah. You're keeping your inner strength going this week. Your approach is, we have the Hanged Man, clarifying the Four of Swords. You're surrendering to the experience now. What can you do, right? You're just at this place of like, what can I do anyway, right? The Hanged Man. It's like you're not even resisting it at this point, because I just feel like you know it's out of your hands. It's out of your control. And now you're just in this state of surrender. You're surrendering to this experience, and it's changing you. Even if you may not realize it, it's changing you profoundly. And you're in this place of starting to see it. I think not yet, but I feel like after you take this break with the Four of Swords, and you get a moment just like the Hermit that's coming towards you, and you get this moment of a break, right? Where you can really like take some time, sit with your thoughts, sit with your emotions, make the connections. You know, you're going to start seeing things you hadn't seen before. And with the Hanged Man, you're going to start looking at the same situation with a kind of a new perspective here, from different angles here that you may not have considered before, especially initially when it happened, because it's so shocking, right? It's like you need a moment to absorb it. You need a moment to process. And that's kind of what's happening here. But when you do all of that, it changes you. There's a lot of growth that comes with that. In the environment, clarifying the Emperor, we get the Four of Pentacles. This is a person who's also guarding themselves, right? Not giving off what's in their head, not giving off what's in their heart, protecting themselves. Like I said, the Emperor is about not trying to be vulnerable right now. Not at all. Having very strong boundaries. Building strong foundations now, sturdy. Putting yourself in a position where you are not shakable. Coming towards you is more of what your approach is, honestly. We get the Hermit and the Four of Swords. A break, recovery. You need the recovery, right? That's why it comes towards you. This is definitely an invitation from the universe as well, to take a step back. It's not a time to act. You need a time. This is a time to process, right? To go within, to take a break. And again, something took from you, right? That's why you got to regain your strength. Taking a break, right? You know, the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. Oh, well, there you go. It's a soldier here, right? It's literally taking a break after battle. to regain their strength. Those are the Three of Swords from the Three of Swords that go in the heart. And so it's like, you know, you've been through some kind of spiritual battle here. And this is you like having a period of healing, of resting, of recovering, processing and absorbing what just happened. But you are going to come out stronger. You are going to come out changed. You are. But that change is good. It's an upgrade. It's growth, right? This way you don't deal with whatever this tower was. You don't deal with that again. Because now you're going to know better, right? You're going to build a stronger foundation. Maybe you're going to have stronger boundaries. You'll know for yourself. But you're going to have, basically, the universe is going to give you a time to recover. This is going to be a period of like solitude, where you're just flowing and you're surrendering to what's happened. But you're going to make it out of the other side with more wisdom, with more understanding, so that in the future you have a stronger foundation and a stronger boundary here. All right, Aries, I am going to leave it there for you. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If anything does resonate, like and subscribe. Thank you for letting me tune into your energies. I'll see you all next week.